You see the highlight reels, the yachts, the suits, the luxury, the applause. You see the Instagram posts with motivational captions, the TikToks with fancy watches, and the podcasts that talk about mindset and money. But what you, Dan T, see, what they rarely talk about, is the silent war behind it all. The quiet breakdowns, the self-doubt, the sleepless nights, the uncertainty that wraps around your chest like a vice at 2 a.m. That's the real price of becoming successful. It's not just hustle, it's not just strategy. It's carrying invisible weight while everyone else assumes you're doing fine. Because the road to success isn't paved with applause. It's paved with isolation, failure, and hard truths that no one teaches you. It's because when you start thinking differently, moving differently, aiming higher, people drift. Friends don't get it. Family doubts you. You stop getting invited. You stop fitting in. And it hurts. But success requires solitude. Not forever. But enough to recalibrate who you are and what you stand for. There's no manual, no map, no guarantee. Only a question. How bad do you really want this? You look at your bank account, your calendar, your results, and you wonder if this is all a mistake. You think you're making progress, and life knocks you back 3 steps. You launch something, and no one shows up. You want to succeed for your parents, for your younger self, for the people who believe in you. But that pressure can become a prison, because suddenly you're not just trying to win, you're trying not to lose. Not to let anyone down, not to look like a fool. That weight isn't visible, but it's real. It can crush your creativity, your joy, your peace, unless you learn to release it. You put in hours and get no return, you make a mistake that costs you time, money, and pride. Failure isn't just painful, it's silent. No one congratulates you for trying. No one claps when you almost get it right. You're left with your thoughts and the question, can I do this again? And that's where growth begins. Not in victory, but in trying again after defeat. You see people your age who look happier, more stable, more together, and you wonder if you made the wrong choice. You compare, you criticize, you spiral. That's when most people turn back. But the ones who make it, they sit in that doubt as they breathe through it. They trust the invisible momentum building beneath the surface. It just watches to see if you fold, or if you find a way to keep going when it feels like everything is breaking around you. Every dream comes with a cost, and the world doesn't ask you if you're ready to pay, at least in the beginning. See, there are chapters in the story of every successful person that no one reads out loud. The nights where they almost quit, the deals that collapsed, the money that ran out, the tears they wiped in secret, the meals they skipped, the rejection emails, the ignored texts, the ghosted calls, the voice inside that kept saying, maybe this isn't meant for you. The truth is, most people quit not because they're lazy, not because they're untalented, but because the silence became too loud. The doubts became too heavy. The road became too long. They thought success would feel rewarding. That's the choice successful people make again and again. Not once, but every single day. Even when it's dark, especially when it's dark. But in the early stages, it often feels like betrayal. You sacrifice friendships, you lose comfort. You work while others rest. You believe when no one else does. You show up without applause, again and again and again. Success doesn't show up like a firework. It shows up like a whisper, quiet, uncertain, uncelebrated. But they kept going. And not because it was easy, but because the pain of staying the same was louder than the pain of growing. The silent struggles come in waves. First, it's loneliness. Next comes the doubt. The crippling uncertainty that makes you question your entire path. Then comes failure, repeated, unforgiving. It doesn't care about your effort. It humbles you. Then there's pressure. The quiet expectation you place on yourself to prove you're not wasting your life. All of this unfolds in silence, because success isn't loud. Not in the beginning. It's subtle. It's internal. It's built in the quiet moments when no one is watching. When you choose to believe in yourself without external evidence, when your mind tells you to quit, when your body is tired, when your heart is discouraged, but you keep going anyway. When you get up early to chase a goal no one claps for. When you study late while your friends are out, because becoming successful is less about intelligence and more about endurance. Can you endure being misunderstood? Can you endure working with no recognition? Can you endure failing in public and rebuilding in private? Can you endure looking like you're losing while you're learning how to win? The silent struggles are shaping the version of you that success will demand. It's forged in silence. In the hours you keep showing up, the courage it takes to believe before results show up, in the tears no one sees, in the faith no one understands, keep going. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming. Till then, walk the path with your head held high. Your struggle isn't weakness. It's proof that you're building something real. That success comes with uncertainty. That progress is slow, but that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're doing it right. When you take the harder path, not because it's glamorous, but because it aligns with your purpose. Not the surface level version you post online, the deeper one that wakes you up even when you want to sleep in. People will call you lucky when you make it. But luck is just consistency, meeting opportunity. And consistency only lives in the silent struggles. That they didn't wait for permission. That they didn't give up just because it got hard. How success can sometimes feel like losing everything before gaining anything. But if you're re-feeling those things, if you're quietly struggling while trying to become someone better, then you're on the right path. But you don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless. The silent struggles aren't glamorous. They won't go viral. But they shape you. They build resilience. They force you to find your real why. Every successful person has scars you'll never see. Scars from trying, failing, sacrificing, starting over. But those scars are proof that they showed up. You don't need more motivation. You need to accept that this journey is messy. No one talks about how awkward growth feels. It's how lonely transformation is. The hard days are part of the story. It's when the path feels quiet, when the applause disappears, when the world seems indifferent. Remember, greatness is not born in the spotlight. This is your season of silence. But one day, the world will hear the roar that came from everything you fought through. Stay consistent. Stay humble. Stay hungry. Because the silent struggles are the birthplace of everything worth having.